Jesus Christ. There we go. All right, so to this. Yeah, that's what part 11. Luckily, I was able to record today. Might even do a double. We'll see, right? It's whatever it comes down to, but again, we're just continuing on with this. And oh yeah, we left off at a very interesting part yesterday with a lot of dialogue, but also like story and plot. So again, the big thing there and what that is, yeah, something to where, again, I saw the freaking golden alpaca appear and I just immediately turned the game off. I'm like, I'm not dealing with this in this part. Again, and this is yet another little thing or issue or problem I have with this game. You can't just drop all of that shit on us as if we know it, right? Like, we're in the same boat as Alex here. We have no fucking clue what's going on, right? Compared to like Vela and fucking, Roy's his name, right? Or what's it's not Roy, it's something else. But is him, right? Compared to them, we're completely in the dark. And it's very clear that they're both extremely experienced when it comes to dealing with this type of stuff, or at least have like experience versus us and Alex, where we kind of had like our one interaction or sort of like instance where we've dealt with it. So again, that's just the big thing there because it's something where it's like, again, just really we're in the dark here. Hopefully we get some answers. The big kind of answer we got is we got an explanation for the entities, as well as what I believe gives, as well as an explanation regarding the overall, kind of the surrounding overall like what would you call it, like alternate dimension of reality, right? Is that, the entities are just sort of reflections of ourselves. They're like our soul, like spirit, I guess if you can put it that way, it's like almost like a copy of us, right? But just with our physical form, right? As we know, whatever his name, he left his body to like transcend to that plane. And then that also gives an explanation for sort of that alternate dimension of reality, is it's more so like a soul space, right? Where I guess in the one lady mentioning you leave your body, but without dying, right? You live beyond the death of your body. That's where you go, right? Because that's where, I guess, your soul. So, again, the whole soul theory explanation, even though, again, it wasn't his daughter, right, still seems to be semi accurate in this instance. So, again, just I'm completely like, I saw it going on podcast. I'm like, I'm not dealing with that in this part, right? So, again with this, right, we just need to go through here, and then this is again where we get all this. It's literally like 5 minutes of, yeah, and again, dude, if it's that bad, just literally turn around, the door's right there. Like, also what I find funny is that they're like still in this, and it's Roy, not Roy. It's like they're just completely still, like, at the very least you think it would be like animated, or that, what would you call it, or that it would be, they would have their like characters popping up on screen during this moment. So again, right, that's just what that ends up coming down. And again, it's like, because it's almost like, what this kind of reminds me of also. So this just goes on naturally, we can't fucking, like, I'm clicking K right now, we can't speed it up. So I'm gonna completely ignore this conversation they're having and then kind of go off topic. So what's interesting, what's kind of funny, what that reminds me of is like in Insurgents, like going to, again, completely different game, Pokemon thinking, right? Insurgents, when it reminds me of at that point when you first discover like the mystic legendary that's attached to you, and you first meet up with Nora, and she's kind of going over all of that. It reminds me of that instance where, we're very clearly dealing with something that's, what would you call it? Again, mystical, right? Literally mystic legendaries. And she gives, because again, hers is what? Ours was Mew, hers was Celebi, I believe. Because Damien's was Shaman. Or was it the inverse? I don't know. But yeah, it's something where it's like it's done very similar to this, where you come across it and then she gives that explanation. But then again, kind of the difference there is that you get that, and that's okay. It's adapted well into the story, and then you actually use it later on, versus this where it's like, okay, what the actual fuck is happening? It's like, yeah, what like this is definitely like not how you should be dealing with this and having this like interaction, right? It's like, dude, like, are we gonna do something or what? And then it's like even if like it was just the entity and we end up, if not fighting, like maybe like in a sense like banishing it or like healing it, I don't know. But then the whole fucking Golden Empire came in. It's like, okay, what the fuck are we looking at? Like, we need some, like again, we don't need a lot. We just need a little, and that's not even that's being provided because it's like, you can't just talk about all this stuff as if we know it, because we don't, right? It's kind of the it's funny enough. It's the inverse of what I feel like is the problem with a lot of games, right? Where it gives you like too much, right? Where it's like, okay, or at least in freaking TLC mods, right? Like that's a common problem there where it's like they'll fucking literally like they'll act as I don't want to say it, but they'll act as if you're just dumb. And it's like, where they need to just walk you through. It's like we can infer and assume, and inference some stuff on our own. But this is like almost the inverse where it's like, dude, like you can't just be talking about this shit as if we know it, because we don't, right? This is literally like none of this stuff makes sense because we don't know like what's going on here. But I will say at least we get somewhat of an explanation regarding the whole, because now we have, again, like I said, explanation or answers regarding this sort of alternate, you know, reality and dimension, like this dream landscape here. We know it's, again, the whole soul like theory is correct there, right? Again, because we see his soul and then we see the copier of his soul, right? Almost like a mirror image. But again, that's what those, and again, I feel like the big question then, and that raises is, okay, what was that first entity, right? Was it our own? Was it Sammy's? Again, kind of who knows there, because we ran and then she didn't seem, what would you call it, that worried until what would you call it? Until again, the door opened in the elevator, right? So my guessing is that was ours, the first one we encountered, and then the one that took her was probably hers. So, and that's just somewhere along the lines of okay, where we're at now, to where she probably accessed it, and then again, it ended up coming back, to what would you call it, impact her there, right? Or it came back around to again, what would you call it, to pay his dues in a sense, because something where seemingly through what Bell's implying, you can't access that without, negative repercussions. So, and then this, her talking about the whole, sort of, again, sort of suffering versus, pain versus like suffering, what the difference is there. So, again, so and then I'm ignoring the whole, because that's just whatever, like we already don't know what's going on here, and then you just introduce a completely unrelated, just like unknown factor. It's like, okay, we already didn't know what was happening, why are you flipping the script on us? Like, again, if we knew what was going on, different story, and then that just comes out of nowhere, and that's like, okay, then we'll deal with this, but we already don't know what's going on. Like, you can't say that. I find the still face is hilarious. So it's actually pretty funny. It's at least if it was like an overworld like cutscene, they could have their, what would you call it, portraits come up, and then it's okay. It's something to where then you deal with that there. So yeah, like I saw this and I'm like, dude, I'm not dealing with this in that part. Like, what the fuck are we looking at here? Like, I'm not dealing with this. Like, what the fuck is this? So, dude, and again, I think it goes with I think it goes with the general, what would you call it, issue, theme, and trend that the game has, to where it tries to be, this quirky, like like pseudo intellectual type, where it's like, but then it's like, dude, like So they're trying to make this convoluted, complicated, like, event or sequence or series of events going on. And it's like, okay, just whatever there, right? So, damn, we really just died there. So, I was gonna say, again, I think it follows the general overall like theme and trend for the issues and problems of this game is that again, like the focus is too much on trying to make quirky, like indie, like pseudo intellectual, like earthbound, like art, and then it's like this is what you end up with to where it's like, okay, we get this just mess of a fucking, story or game going on, right? Because like I'm looking at this and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, what are we looking at here? Like, what is this? Like, this is just a waste of time because now he's repeating dialogue. Very interesting there, right? In a different space, though, seemingly. But again, it's like, again, just all I want to get is to the fight because I really don't care about this because it's like, again, just like who the fuck knows what's going on. So again, this is all just like I'm reading this and it's just like in and out because you know it's like, dude, how can you be invested in any of this when it's like we didn't know what was going on before this. Now it's like, okay, just whatever. I just need to beat the game, so whatever. Again, just whatever there. So yeah, this is like just again, complete like waste of time to me. So who died in this instance? Because that I don't think that was us. Okay, it was his entity is still there. Good on him, right? So okay, now it's like actually standing on some. Oh, it's fading away. All right. So yeah, whatever. So I mean, who knows who's coming out of this live? I don't. It's like I don't even know what's going on. I haven't for the past like 10 minutes. So rip freaking a con half. You'd think as a freaking entity, you could take something like that, or at the very least, uh, recover. So who me? Who's he speaking to? Okay, finally, we can actually just fight this. Warning, warning, warning. What is that? Okay, dude, the warning is already at 0. So, damn, should have. Wow. Is this actually just supposed to one shot? I can't tell if we're actually supposed to win this fight or. Also, what is this? I still have no idea what the whole time energy concept is. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah, I just want to freaking oh my god. What I realized is that we'll need to fucking go through oh my god. This is like we're gonna need to go through that entire intro sequence again. Dude, really? Just yeah, dude, don't even fucking cause yeah, those things are all right. Just go for fucking the let's see. I still and then what is this warning? Like so long as it's not the okay, I was gonna say so long as it's not the one where again you have the punches, like I can deal with that. So dude, I was like, there's yeah, I know I'm gonna lose this one, but because the big thing is I'm gonna go back and heal before since I know this is like, oh bitch, I thought I missed the fuck out of that one. Oh, so I guess the warning bar, we're supposed to get him before that gets to full. Or at least we can't even fucking see it because it goes off screen. That's like hilarious. So I'm actually curious to see, and we still don't know what this whole time area. Like, chances are we're prob. Oh my god, did I attack the freaking Soul Survivor? Oh my god. Because yeah, we can't even attack those. So, but I was gonna say, chances are we're gonna go through the entire game without knowing what this whole time energy thing is. So, oh my god, I missed the fuck out of that, dude. Also, what I love and what is hilarious to me is like the dialogue with this supposedly like serious enemy. You know, like because it's just the generic, enemy fighting dialogue. But you'd think, with something like this, they'd have a more, what would you call this? Like they have a special dialogue for some of the more powerful enemies. You think they have them for bosses. Again, just general theme or trend this game. It's just all these little things like added up. So yeah, that's just again, I'm actually kind of low key genuinely curious to see what happened there. I mean, it's going off the freaking screen, so it's nearly there. I love how we've been like, how fucking far down is he? I don't even know. Like I'm expecting to. Oh, all right. So it utilized. Oh, all right. So I guess it must have been some like special like attack. Dude, what'd be hilarious is if we fucking beat him. Damn, what's gonna suck is we're gonna need to go through that whole bit of dialogue again. But it is what is. Chances are we're only gonna spend this part like getting through this like bit anyway. So it's like again, kind of whatever there. So oh, we missed the fuck out of that. Yeah, so we're just gonna, what would you call it? Nope. Goodbye. Yeah, see ya. Let's see. Yeah, so we're gonna need to fully heal before this, right? So let's see. And then we already maxed out and got everything else. So let's just make sure, right? Speed plus, so, all right, so interesting. -1, -2 plus 5, -1. We could go for fucking, yeah, go for that. Just making sure. Yeah, we don't need fucking luck. So okay, yeah, this so yeah, propeller beanie because I guess we didn't have one before. There we go. So and then let's use items. You know what? All right, so hold on. So who needs the only one who needs PP is Alex. So go for the holy water. And then who needs, I guess everyone needs HP. So let me, what's the most? It's besides the 100%, it's just the cheeseburger, right? And it gives, I believe, and again, these are like the wackiest fucking items. Like, see, 45%. That should be enough for Rory. And honestly, I'd say go for Vela and then just a normal. Is there a 30% item? Then we can go like, and again, I want to save the was it the Ambrosias for the actual fight in case we need it. So let me use all my shitty items otherwise. But anyway, so yeah, now we should be full. I mean, we were doing pretty well just like fucking around, but so I guess because we're gonna have to go through this for a third fucking time, but hopefully this is the last time. So, and I guess I'll just continue if you fail. So again, the big thing there is can we really not we really can't skip this. Dude, oh my god. Imagine if this was the unedited, like original. So I guess another thing then kind of go over while this cutscene. So future recordings again, what kind of that's gonna look like, right? So obviously I'm doing this right now. Where this what part 11? My guess is this will go okay. It's looking like it's gonna go a bit longer than Amori. Because that was what 30 parts. I don't think we can get within 30. At least since this seems to be the first kind of main like climax of the game, I should say. Like it's something to where I would say I'd probably bank more close to like 40, maybe even like 50 parts for this. I wouldn't necessarily bank them. So there's that, right? And then so that would be for this. And again, this is just while I'm still in my current live work. Because the big thing, and that's why I'm doing this, right? And again, because it's a bit goofy, right? This game, but it's like gotta actually fucking do it for myself. But the big thing is that I didn't want to start anything serious like in our fan game or like on our DLC mod until afterwards. Until I'm so the big thing being once I'm off my current line of work and when I move, right? Then a chance I'll still be playing this. But the big thing being once this is done, then I'll be able to start. The next thing it'll be another Pokemon thing. And that's what I'm gonna do next again after Blue Skies, right? How long of a mod that was. Again, going back to Uranium, right? I'll be doing and again, I'll be doing pretty much again, pretty much the big thing there would be yeah, I'm gonna backload the reborn line. So chances are uh again, chances are what it comes down to there is yeah, I'd play whatever other game, that isn't within the reborn line, I'll figure out. You know, again, the big thing there is yeah, what that ends up coming down to is what would you call it? So I'd play whatever other game, you know, then I'd from there, then I'd probably just alternate between fan games and DLC mods. I guess the big thing is, even though I'm done with the mods list, I actually got a list of Monica mods, right? Because again, that's what we've been deprived of, right? And then so again, uh so the big thing with that is yeah, I'd alternate between that, maybe like a mod or two, go back. Civ is like again, that's just whatever, and then and the big thing there is yeah, whenever Reverie Chapter 3 comes out and then just other Omori stuff, right? Is like, it's just again, that'll be incorporated. So and then obviously Black Stream video. So it's just but that's kind of the schedule for the near future, right? Near far future and just kind of what's continuous from here on out. So again, right? That's what that ends up coming down to there. So right? So yeah, there's that, right? But again, just yeah, who knows? At the end of the day, who knows? So yeah, the big thing there is just yeah, and I guess I don't really have a specific thing in mind, or I got a list of some like Monkamats, right? Because I literally asked, I'm like, okay, what are good ones, right? And I have a list, so I'll just if I do again, because the other ones I have aren't story related, they're just VN ones, and then half of them are banned anyway. So again, I'm at this point, I would just go through those, right? So yeah, it's just again, that's what it's going to be from here on out. Or chances are I might not even record, because I know I'm going to be pretty busy. It'll be more consistent work, I should say. I should put it that way. It'll be more consistent work, right? So again, it's just like, yeah, we'll see, right? Yeah, pain is inevitable, suffering is optional. That's, I mean, you can say that, right? Obviously, easier said than done, you know. But it's like, again, at the end of the day, you can't really talk about that when dealing with, extraordinary things, right? And things beyond your comprehension, because you're trying to like fit it into a human perception, right? So, you know, dealing with otherworldly beings, right? You know, yeah. So again, it's just like, again, honestly, I'm actually curious because I have no idea what the dev team for this game is. So, I mean, because we know about what, you know, again, what would you call it? We know obviously War is made by Woolcat, right? Or at least she's kind of the creator, right? And then you have the rest of the dev team. But this, I feel like I have no idea who the grants probably for the better, but it's like, yeah, dude, I will say though, there is a bit I know about later on in the game. What would you call it? The one like kind of spoiler, I guess. I know at some point, Alex says nobody cares about your dead sister. I assume it's to Rory, given what we know now, right? But it's like that's just a line or piece of dialogue, and it's literally it was because of a fucking meme like template that had it on there, right? It was like the Virgin City versus the Chat Alex. That's literally like the shit that I've been, what would you call it, exposed to regarding this game. Also, I have no idea why the fuck this happens twice in a row. Like, so, dude, and it's hilarious to think that none of this would have happened if he literally just went out and got groceries and didn't even fucking bother, or like he didn't chase after that cat and didn't bother with fucking getting the grocery list. Like, none of this would happen. It's low key pretty hilarious. Like, I'd almost rather it have been a fate or destiny, because at least with that explanation, you can kind of, if you're dealing with like supernatural, otherworldly things, you can kind of actually, give an explanation to fate and destiny, right? Make it a tangible thing there. Like again, what would you call it? What is it? I guess, comparison, right? Like JoJo's, like if you take that, like their sort of in universe explanation for like fate is like gravity, right? It's there's the whole, do you believe in gravity meme, right? That's what drives, events to take place and happen and acts as the stand-in for fate there. So again, it's just something to where what that ends up coming down to there, right? Is again, so yeah, it's just like, but obviously we don't have something like that for this. So again, just JoJo's is like I'd say funny thing, JoJo's it actually is very similar to this, where it's just like super fucking like, but again, the problem being it doesn't take itself too seriously, which is why I feel like okay, there's it's a bit what would you call it? Why it's more, and then it also does eventually develop like later on. Like, you know, versus this where it's like, what would you call it? Okay, you can tell it's trying to be quirky, earthbound, indie inspired RPG, right? For pseudo intellectuals, and it's like, dude, like, I have no idea what the fuck is going on right now. Like, you know, like I feel like there's nobody. I would bet my freaking kitty on it that nobody who played this game and has gone or reached up until this point like knows what the fuck is going on. There's like zero chance. Like I'd bet money on it. Like I'd bet money that everyone's reaction upon getting to this point in the game is like, what the actual fuck is going on? Like, also, I guess that's the thing on the title screen, right? We have a what would you call it, an answer, or explanation for that too. So, you know, at least in terms of that, right? And then now let's get into this. So now let's make sure we don't. I swear to God, if we fucking lose and then it goes through, that'd be hilarious. I'd laugh. Yeah, again, we're actually. I mean, we shouldn't have. I mean, because the big things were critical on him, right? So with both Michael and Vela. So let's see. So let's see. Yeah, we got the 6 hits. So yeah, 27 damage. It's yeah, and again, freaking Alex, we're just like a speedster basically. Like we have all the speed in the world. So I don't think there's ever a situation to where we wouldn't go first, which actually works out with the whole panda bear thing. But yeah, just focus our because again, we can't even deal damage to them anyway because they're protected by like some unknown force. So oh my god, I nearly fucked that up. Because I'm pretty sure a panda barrier, like, what would you call it? Expires. So, oh, yeah. And I know it's nearly out of life, but yeah, this is still like, this is the only skill that I found it worth to use because it's basically just 2 turns of free protection. So, yeah, I find it hilarious how it's like just the generic, dialogue for the fucking, you know, what seems to be probably, you know, what would you call it? This very like important, I guess is a good way to put it, enemy, sort of figure within the story, right? So yeah, so just again, now at this point we're just gonna spam attack. The big thing is that we can concentrate damage on Rory as well as heal him at the same time. So and again, don't know. I guess the warning is just whatever attack, so we don't really need to worry about that. Let's see. There we go. I guess the big thing is we'll basically need to revive people as soon as they down. Oh my god, I can't believe I got that one. It was I instead. I cannot believe I had gotten it. Also, still, again, who the fuck knows what's up with time energy? Yeah, the big thing being as soon as someone goes down, we need to revive them. Oh my god. What's nice is he's below half, so we're dealing a decent amount of damage. Let's see. Yes, eight's not a lot, right? But again, compounding, right? So let's see. Yeah, we're just trying to because he also gets a defense up. But it's only for the first one. Oh my god, I fucked it up. Still did a decent amount. I guess the problem is when we get multiple of these guys out, but the problem be if he's just gonna absorb them anyway, right? And if we just need to take out this dude, again, I feel like yeah, just concentrate our attacks on him. So yeah, this may be a tough turn in terms of damage, but again, eventually he's just gonna absorb him anyway. So it's like I guess maybe not. We just dodged him. Again, I feel like so long as it's not what would you call it, the one punching one, like I'm good. So oh my god, I fucked that up. Oh, that's only that ain't too bad. Wow. Yeah, and then what we'll do is we'll have Alex heal Roy, or you can have Roy heal himself since he is getting low. But again, we want to use both of these to actually attack. Oh my god, I fucked it up. So we can have yeah, just use the ambrosia. Actually, hold on. Doesn't he? Yeah, hold on. Yeah, just do this. Too easy. Yeah, there. Now we're good. So, and then next time we use the 100, it'll actually get both. Oh my god, we fucked that up. Oh my god. Don't tell me that this is what's going to because our attacks do nothing, so we're better off using was it freaking smelling salts. Okay, yeah, so he might use whatever attack, but chances are, honestly, we might be able to beat him. What the fuck? It stopped it prematurely. Oh my god. Is that enough? I guess what we'll do is we'll just ensure that, the attack hits Rory. So actually, and then yeah, let's see. So on do we yeah, so use this on I actually just use any yeah, use this generic healing I am on Vela, just in case, right? So all right, so he used that attack. So wow, does it actually just hit? Does it just bring everyone to one? Is that what that attack does? So I guess that is what that does. But here's the thing, because now we might have enough to kill it. So yeah, actually, so granted though, that is kind of, and I guess that's why we have the ambrosias. But yeah, so just try to actually take him down. Oh my god, I fucked it up. So for him, honestly, just at this, just use this to try and freaking take the damage at this point. Like, please tell me we can. I want this to somehow kill it. This may be a bit greedy, but I feel like we're close enough. And since there are no other soul survivors on the field, right? Oh, bitch! I thought we just won there. So yeah, so we won. So damn, do it 100 XP. That's literally enough to level up. $50. Damn, dude, what the fuck are you talking? Dude, what is going on this game? Dude, I have no idea what the fuck is going on in this game. Yeah, dude, I'm in the same mode as him. Like, like, freaking. That's true. I mean, dude, I'm literally in the same boat. I'm there. All I do is the battles. Like, nobody knows. Bitch, who the fuck knows? Bro, that's literally what's been going on, right? It's like, because they never, again, because the issue being like, they never fully sorted out their shit beforehand, right? So all of a sudden you go through this and then it's like, dude, like, what is happening? What's going on? Like, bro, dude's not even talking. Dude's like freaking shell shocked. Like, oh, dude's like, shell. Well, that's a lot more than what we've got now. So, hey, whatever. Visual representation change. Oh, Jesus Christ. Soul escape from its body, entire possible for human being. Bitch, that sounds really powerful. But you can still re-enter though, because he is in his body, but he has a soul survivor entity, right? So of a non-physical nature. Okay, so but it's literally just so it's just fucking metaphysics, bro. So again, they're what are they on lease? So yeah, so again, they're leased to us. So yeah, but again, it's like, and then that version of himself was from that other world. So, but again, and then this is just the connecting tissue, I guess, between all those worlds. So again, via some exceptions. So damn, that's crazy. So you do have the answers for everything. So, well, I mean, he was able to somehow. So, oh, damn. She's like, well, a simple answer being, this ain't my original form. Like, damn, that's low key pretty brutal. But I'm actually glad that because again, that really does make it seem like this is just one world of many, right? I'm actually kind of glad that they pointed out or that that's fact. And it's finally we're getting all these fucking explanations. So yeah, and that, again, so well, dude, because literally like she's in a different fucking version of herself, right? So dude, this is literally on you. Like you said, this is literally on you. Because again, she's gone from this world, right? So, you know, like what were you trying to gain out of this? Like, dude, you just need to accept you just like you need to accept the fucking, you need to accept like because this is something where it's like, dude, like you're fucking like you're the one who brought us here to begin with and was just completely fucking wrong about all of this. So yeah, dude, that's why it's like, let's get the fuck out of here. Like, why are we still here? Okay, what the fuck is this? And then this is back to here. I feel like we haven't seen this because this happened after Sammy was initially abducted. So this is some weird thing regarding, so this is like maybe some like artificial life form or like soul again. So yeah, again, yeah, so it seems to be some artificial life form or whatever this like cult's dealing with or going on. So and that might be the overarching, story or plot here, because again, dealing with the metaphysical nature of like souls and everything. So, dude, of course, we're back in our fucking room. So we're just, back in our house, right? So, dude, really? Bullshit, bro. Damn, that's crazy. The, okay, damn, it's like, damn, oh my god, more fucking done. So again, yeah, that's just shit that again, that's that overlappage and spillage, right? So okay, let me fucking save before I do. So again, yeah, that's some overlappage and spillage right there. Let's do this now before I fucking forget. Mind dungeon. And then I'll end it because we haven't done anything. And also, I find hilarious is that we still haven't tied the mind dungeon into everything. So we don't know how exactly that ties into everything there. So, oh, we already did all this. So we need to go to the next floor, right? Protest. All right, whatever. Yeah, let's go for our +3. Chances are it'll be speed. We can either go luck or speed. Let's go speed. I don't care about luck. Yeah, just make ourselves fast as fuck. I guess we can go luck and then we'll do strength. So let's see. And then there's that bird there, right? But yeah, we need to head back out. So and then we'll save, and then that'll be that. That's so yeah, literally. At least we finally have somewhat of a fucking explanation. Like now it feels good that like okay, I semi understand what's going on. But again, just we'll see. And that's everything for this one. So that's all I've got. So yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.